I guess we are live, and thank you so much for joining before me today. I had a little bit of a technical glitch and I was wondering what is going on. I was not able to connect, but I am glad to be back in front of you once again. And another very, very interesting topic, how to break my weight loss plateau. Now, you may have often noticed that, you start on a program, you start on some regime, and you lose some weight. However, it just plateaus. After 4 or 5 kgs, then you are not moving any further. You're continuing to put the same effort, and yet your body is not moving. And it is a very, very normal and a natural process of our body to hold you back at that level. And we will be discussing that today. Okay. So before I get started, can I request all of you to put in your health and weight related challenges in the comment box, please, because if you keep putting it from now, I'll be able to take it at the end. Definitely. The issue happens when you do it at the end. There is a lag between when you put the comments and when I see it. I may be missing out on the comment, and I may be exiting out of it exiting out of the live very prematurely. So keep putting it from now itself if you have any health related, weight loss related challenge, and I'll be very, very happy to answer them. In fact, today's session is going to be very crisp and short. I intend to spend more time answering your questions. Okay, so let's get started. And before I get started, who are we? We are an organization called Navitai. I'm the founder and the head coach at Navitai. We are a group of health coaches who help people across the world get in their best shape and best health so that they can start experiencing life like nothing before. And we take great pride and great pleasure in doing this because we can see the transformation of people in front of us. And for us, it is God's work. It's more than running an organization. When we see transformation in people, both inner and external, that gives us the maximum pleasure. And that is what keeps us going even through very, very difficult times. Okay, so that's who we are. And I'm an internationally certified fitness trainer, nutritionist, a women's fitness specialist, and specialist in exercise therapy from International Sports and Sciences Academy USA and National Academy of Sports Medicines USA. I'm going through another specialization on stress and sleep recovery right now, and it's also very, very exciting. And I'll be talking a lot about sleep and stress in the upcoming days as well. And I was recognized by the Government of India, awarded by Times of India and Economic Times for my work in the area of health and fitness. But all of the credentials and awards aside, when I'm in front of you answering your questions and solving your problem, that gives me the maximum fulfillment and pleasure. So let's get started. So now you are having, if you have hit a weight loss plateau and nothing is happening, please tell me yes. And what is the problem that you're facing? Please tell me so that I can take your specific question and answer it. Okay. Now, weight loss plateau is a very natural thing. And let me explain the science behind it. The science behind it is there is something called a metabolic set point in our body. So what is a metabolic set point? Metabolic set point is nothing but the comfort zone of our body. Okay. So once your body reaches there, body wants to maintain that, and it is a blessing in disguise for us. And that is the reason why you do not see, because of metabolic set point. Why do I say that it is a blessing in disguise? Because you have a metabolic set point, because your body has a comfort zone. That is why you do not put on 10 kgs of weight overnight, and neither do you lose 10 kgs of weight overnight. Just imagine if that was going to happen, what would have happened? So our body has a mechanism to balance out the weight, and that is our metabolic set point. Not just that, metabolic set point is like our inner thermostat, so our body tries to maintain an environment of normalcy, what the body understands. So it wants to maintain that, whether it be your temperature, whether it be your heart rate, whether it be your digestive system. So everything needs to happen in a certain rhythm for you to be healthy, and for you to be healthy. And that is what is metabolic set point. So body tries to take our body will always try to take us back to our metabolic set point, which is the comfort zone of our body. And hence you would have noticed that over the weekend, You go all out, eat the craziest level of food, have the craziest level of alcohol for 1 or 2. When you come back on Monday and you check your weight, you're up by 2 kgs. But by the Wednesday, your weight comes down again. Why? Because your body will perform its function according to the metabolic set point. It will shut down your digestion. It will slow down the your hunger. You will not feel as hungry. So your body will do different kinds of magic inside of you, so that this weight doesn't keep piling up on you. It wants to bring you back to where you were before you binged on a weekend. So that is the benefit of having a metabolic set point. Otherwise, just imagine, with the kind of things we do on a weekend, what would have happened to us? Yeah, God. We only know what would have happened to us. Now, metabolic set point can also be an evil, especially when it's especially when you're trying hard to lose weight and it just doesn't go away. You lost 5 kgs and you got stuck. So then what do? You are on a weight loss journey and your body keeps pushing you back into the same zone that you were. Then what do you do? So here are some simple tips and tricks that I'll share with you. Number one is look at your nutrition. So if you followed a certain thing, say for example, you followed a certain exercise regime, okay, and it took you to a certain level. You continue to follow the same thing, it will not move any further than that. That is also science. You keep doing the same thing, you will keep getting the same result. So whatever you did was good for you. What took you here will not take you there. So you will have to change the strategy. So what are the strategies that we change in order to get where you are now? So one thing that I will first recommend for you before I get into the specific tips and techniques of how to break out of your metabolic set point is take advantage of your metabolic set point. Okay. So how do we take advantage of a metabolic set point? Now, metabolic set point, as I said, is also a blessing in disguise. How is it? Now, say, for example, you reach your target weight. You reach your target weight of, say, 65 kgs. I'm just giving an example. You reach your target weight of 65 kgs. Hold your weight at 65 kgs for at least 6 weeks for your body to understand that this is your new normal. Okay, once the body understands this is your new normal, after that, you can indulge also over the weekends, and you can we also talk a lot about the 80-20 principle. Once you reach that level where your body is comfortable, then you can start following the 80-20 principle, where 80% you eat good food and 20% you indulge, and yet your body will remain normal. So I lost, so giving you my example, almost 10-11 years back, I was 10 to 12 kgs overweight. And then I, over a period of 3 months, I lost that also. I was much younger back then. You can understand it was much faster. Now, if I tried, it wouldn't happen. But the only thing that I maintained was that I need to maintain this level of weight. Okay. And even after the weekend, even during the weekend indulgences, say, for example, you've reached your target weight. On the weekend, don't go beyond 500 grams of uptick in your weight for the first 6 weeks, because 6 weeks is what it takes your body to get used to the new normal, and then it will plateau at that zone. So now, right now, if I have to look at my case, I am 5'5" in height, close to 50, and I have my body weight is 59 to 60. It remains within that. So what does that mean? It means that I have reached a net new normal, which is 59 to 60 for me. So no matter how much I indulge, it will go up by 1-2 kgs over the weekend, and then it will come back again. Yeah. Now, it's a different thing that the indulgences can lead to other things like hormonal imbalances, thyroid, this and that. That's another thing. So I'm not getting into that. What kind of a harm can different kind of indulgences do to our body? I'm not getting into that. I'm only sticking to the weight part of it. Okay. So once you attain that new normal, that is what you want to get to. Once you attain that, stay there for at least 6 weeks for your body to get used to it. So that is your concept number one. All right. So how do we get there then? So look at it like a slope. Okay. Now you are on a downward journey. Okay. You started here at 80 and you want to get to 60. So you are on a downward journey. Till the time you hit 60, just be like a horse with your blinkers on. If you ask me, If you ask me, the best way to go about it, maybe possible for you, maybe not, but just put your blinkers on, cut out on all your indulgences, cut out on all your, you know, bad practices, if I may, and just focus on getting to 60. If 60 is your target, okay, and once you get to 60, you only need to hold it for 6 weeks before you can start your indulgences again. Now this, since you are on the downward roll, it will be much faster for you. Instead, if you were on a downward roll, you started with 80, reached to 75, got very happy, and yay, I've reached 75, and start and get back into your indulgences, your body would get you into back into 80 once again, because your body hasn't understood that this is, if this is 75, this is 80, your body hasn't understood that 75 is your new normal. The body still is under the impression that 80 is your new normal. So the body will again push you back to 80. So when you are on a downward roll, all I'll recommend for you, and this is the best way to get to your best shape, best health in the shortest possible time, and get onto your indulgences also in the shortest possible time, as fast as you can. Okay. So as you are going down, do not stop at 75. Do not self-sabotage your journey. That's all I have to say. 75, get to 70, get to 65, get to 60, whatever is your target weight, get there as quickly as possible. And I'll share the tips and techniques with you how to get there as quickly as possible. Do not let your weight plateau. If you allow your weight to plateau, your weight will understand that, your body will understand this is your new normal, and this will hold you there. So let's not get into that phase. So what can we do? So that is your concept number 2. When you are on a downward roll, get there as quickly as possible. Okay, use the momentum of the downward journey. Your motivation levels also will be very high at that time. When you start seeing the weight again coming back, your motivation level goes down, and everything, all your effort goes down the drain. Okay, so the next one so that is your concept number 2. The concept number 3 that I'm going to share with you is, what can you do? Say, for example, you started at 80, you reached 75, and now you're seeing that your weight is not moving. Then what is it that you should do so that you do not get stuck at 75? So the next thing that you should do is look at your food much more carefully. Okay, so food and exercises. I'll tell you 5 things that you have to look at. Number 1, I'll start with is food. If there are any indulgences at all, just start cutting them out one by one. Just scan the food that you're eating right now, and cut out all the indulgences one by one. If you are in a program with someone, if you have a coach, discuss with your coach to find out which are the ones that should go out next. There are certain food items which will make, depending upon your health conditions, depending upon your body type, certain food items, if you take out of your meal plan, will give you the best results. And that only your health coach will be able to tell you, because she or he is working with you more closely. So discuss with your health coach which is that food item that needs to go out of your plate quickly as possible. So just remove that, and then find out whether the macro and the micronutrients are as per the needs of your body. So what is happening right now? When you were at 80 and now you are at 75, okay, you were at 80, now you're at 75. What has happened? At 80, maybe you needed some 2,500 calories. At 75, you'll probably just need about 2,000 calories. I'm just saying with an example. Okay, depending. So at now your macros have to shift. Not just your macros, there are certain micronutrients that help to rev up the metabolism, that helps to rev up our digestion. So work with your coach or whoever, or you yourself are knowledgeable enough. If you're following us in YouTube for quite some time, then you will know which micronutrient, what probiotics you need. And once you have them, so that is, the nutrition becomes one. Remove the indulgences and add in the food that will help to fast track your weight progress. Number 2 are your exercises. Now, this is a big place where a lot of people make a lot of mistakes. They think that if I continue doing the same exercises, I will continue to see the same results. Now, I ask you one thing. You were in grade 1. Okay, and this is an example I keep giving in my community all the time. You were in grade 1 once upon a time. If you remained in grade 1 for the rest of your life, would you have become an engineer today? Would you have become a doctor today? Would you have become a CA today? Would you have become a lawyer today? You did not stay in grade 1 for the rest of your life, right? So in order for you to progress, to get where you wanted to, you had to progress through your academic career also. That is life. And health is no different. Health is life. So if you wish to progress in your health, you want to progress in your weight, then you have to progress in your exercises also. So if you thought that, Ruma, I'm doing walking for 30 minutes every day, still I'm not losing weight, I'll say, of course you will not lose weight. That worked for you 6 weeks back. It will not work for you anymore. And moreover, walking is not the best exercise to lose weight. What is a fast track your weight progress? You will lose weight. But what are you losing? That is something that you will have to think about. You can lose multiple things from your body. You can lose your muscles. You can lose your water. You can lose fat. Which is the one that you want to lose from your body? That is a question you need to ask. And if you're looking to lose fat, then the most effective exercise is strength training. If you want to note this down, strength training. And number 2 is high intensity interval training. Now, high intensity does not mean that you have to, train like an athlete. No. High intensity for you. If walking was okay intensity for you, now, adding a 10 seconds of jog is high intensity for you. So high intensity is also very subjective. It depends on you. It does not depend upon your trainer or your coach. Okay. So whatever, your body has its own level of, are you a beginner? Are you an intermediate? Are you a high, athlete level training? Depending on that, your high intensity interval will be different. So strength training is the exercises for the muscles when you build more muscle. So your intensity in strength exercises have to increase so that you build more muscle fiber. When you build more muscle fiber, it will increase your metabolism. When you increase your metabolism, it will start leaching the fat from your body, because muscles need fuel for maintenance, and that fuel comes from your stored body fat. So strength exercise, so intensity, the moment you hit a plateau, the next thing that you need to do is increase the intensity of your strength exercises. And in our program, we change people's exercises every 6 weeks so that people do not hit a plateau. All right, this is a standard methodology we apply to everyone, and the intensity depends upon the person's individual, individual fitness abilities. Number 2 is in exercises, high intensity interval training. So HIIT is a cardiovascular exercise. But when you do steady state cardio exercises, where you are just constantly running without stopping, or constantly cycling, or constantly swimming, that is called steady state. However, that is not the best way for our body to burn fat. The best way for our body to burn fat is when you have a high intensity, when you do interval exercises. Okay, so what that means is high intensity followed by low intensity, high intensity followed by low intensity. So with an example, if you were walking and you have to now take it to the next level after 6 weeks, the way we progress you is we will now add 5 minutes of walk and 1 minute of jog in between. 5 minutes of walk, 1 minute of jog. Jog is as much as your body can take. You do not even, it can just be 30 seconds also. Something that, which will up your heart rate to the target heart rate. That is another concept I'll explain later, till you reach your target heart rate and your body gets your body gets the next level of intensity. And when you do that, you will be burning fat much more faster, not weight, but fat. Now, to give you an analogy, if you see the body of a marathon runner who are running constantly, 42 kilometers they have run constantly. If you look at their physique versus the sprint runners, if you look at their physique, who do you find are more muscular in nature? People who are doing sprint run. So what does that mean? When you do long distance, steady state, long duration cardio, it leaches away a lot of your muscles from your body, and hence you become very lean. However, when you do sprint kind of a run, which is more like an interval run, where you have short bursts of high intensity exercises, that leaches away. That is a better mechanism for you to get rid of fat from your body. Okay, so that is our the next strategy that we do. And the third one is, now you have to be more careful about your sleep timings. You should get 7 to 8 hours of sleep. And if you're someone who is finding it very, very difficult to fall asleep and not get good quality of sleep, then just browse through all our YouTube channels, YouTube videos. We have videos on YouTube. We have content on sleep, improving sleep. We have content on reducing your stress as well. So please go through that. Reduce your stress, reduce your sleep. You should at least be sleeping 7 to 8 hours every day. And if you are not getting that, then please if you're not getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep and your sleep quality is not great, then please start having magnesium rich food before you go to sleep. And what is a magnesium rich food? It is dark chocolate, unsweetened dark chocolate. Okay. And that is great for women who are going through menopause, also perimenopausal, menopausal women. Dark chocolate is amazing because it is magnesium and it calms down our nerves. Okay. And it helps men also to fall asleep. Men who are very men who have a high level of stress throughout the day, oftentimes men do not talk about it, right? Women are great in talking, men do not talk. Men just keep it inside of themselves and they try to deal with it themselves, because men are supposed to be very strong in our community, in our society, and oftentimes they don't talk. So if you're someone like that, start having dark chocolate. It will relax your muscle and you will have better sleep, and it will give, sleep is a great way of a great way to cope with your stress as well. Okay, so sleep and stress. And the fifth one is hydration, water. Please make sure you are drinking 3 liters of water per day, because water is another way through which you can increase your metabolism. And when the metabolism increases, of course, you will start burning more fat from your body. So take care of all of these and you will be able to break your weight loss plateau very, very quickly. So with that, I've come to the end of today's session. We talked about the metabolic set point, how it can help you in your journey as well. And when you are on this roll of going down, so the second concept that we spoke about was, when you are on this concept, when you are in the momentum of going down, do not let your body hit a plateau, because the moment it hits a plateau, you're from 80 to 60, the moment it hits a plateau, it will try to it will understand that this is your normal, and it will try to keep you there. That is our body's job. So might as well come down all the way to where you should be, and then start practicing the indulgences over the weekend. And then the third thing that I shared with you was all the strategies. If you are on this roll, you went from 80 to 75, and then you found yourself stuck, immediately work on this: nutrition, exercise, strength exercise, HIIT, stress, sleep, and hydration, and then come all the way to your target weight. Okay, so I wish you all the best, and I'm ready to take some questions now. Let me see. Okay, so if you have any questions, you can tell me in the comment box. Hi, good evening. Yes, if you have any questions, I'll be happy to take them. Okay, and for those people who are watching us today, tomorrow is a very special and an exciting day. We have a completely new revised version of the program that we run for men. We never promoted it on social media. It was mostly word of mouth. Our people from all across the world, our clients and coaches from all across the world, keep referring their friends, family, fathers, cousins, uncles, aunts from all over the world, and we used to help people from across the world. But tomorrow, for the first time, we are going live to help bring in men and women all together in our journey as well. Many a times we started getting a feedback that, Ruma, why do you only talk about women? Women are my soft corner, because I have seen how my mother had suffered throughout her life, and how she missed the opportunity, and we missed the opportunity to get engaged with her in a meaningful way and in a purposeful way. And I do not want any child to go through that. And because of that, because of the way I've seen my mother struggle through her life, a woman's journey is much more closer to my heart. And that doesn't, but at the same time, I have to also share with you that my father recently turned 88, and I feel that he is the fittest man on earth. And even today, he doesn't need a wheelchair, he doesn't need a stick. And the reason why he is like that and my mother could not be like that is because my father took good care of himself. He was, from the time, I have known him from the time I was born. I have seen him. He was always active, always fit, a man who is always, he used to be in a very demanding job, and yet he used to manage himself so well, sleep well, eat well, be happy all the time. He used to encourage my mother to be healthy and fit as well, like him, like he encouraged us. But unfortunately, my mother could not take that on. My mother instead decided to focus more on her children so that her children could could live the life of their dreams. So and since I see my father, I feel that there is a lot of opportunity where we can start helping men as well. And we have always done that, though we never bring it on, we do not talk about it so much on public, neither do we promote it. But now we are going full on to help the men also become stronger, healthier, fitter, along with their spouses, so that the home is a balanced home. What I believe is, if a woman is healthy, she will make make the entire family healthy. But what if a woman is like my mother, who doesn't want to focus on herself? Then the man will be left alone. So we do not want to leave it on that chance. And we are going to, we have redone our entire program to help men in the best possible manner as well. So please, and we will be sharing the link to join tomorrow's live session. Tomorrow is the first live that we are doing for our men folks as well. And you will be, and another great example is in my house. We are Bengali families, and Bengalis usually do not believe in health and fitness. Now, though it is changing, Bengalis only believe in reading and studying. Okay. So my husband, when we got married, I was into fitness because I saw my mother and my father always instilled that in us. I was into fitness from the time I was in university, but I could not get my husband to exercise for the life of me. But 7 years back, something changed, because he used to see me do and see me being in a great shape and see how I have turned my life around. And suddenly, 7 years back, he started exercising. And today I'm so happy and proud to say that I feel that at the age of 55, he is one of the fittest man that I have come across. So, it also gives your spouses a pride when you see that your husband is also a fit person. So why just have one person enjoy in the family? Let all of us become healthy and fit together. And you will find the link below. And ladies who are watching this, you can please invite your husbands to be fit along with you. And for the men folks who are watching, please, please, please join me tomorrow for the live session at 8 o'clock. Okay. And let me see if I have any questions. If not, then I will say tata, bye-bye to all of you. And thank you once again. And even if you've not posted your questions now, it's okay. You can tell me your questions in the comment box, and I'll be happy to answer your questions for you. All right. And see you soon. Take care. See you tomorrow at 8 p.m. Take care. Bye-bye.